Hi all, welcome back to more Empyrion. Hal here, and today we're going to do something a little different. We're actually going to take a look at, well, we're looking at the changes that were implemented in 5.3, and now we are on 5.4 on development side. This has not been released out to the general public yet, but for the 5.3, they made some changes on the way that some of the AI targeting works and priority on ships. Now, we are actually in survival mode. I did turn on all the cheat menus and such so I could go ahead and craft this thing up. But I want to show you basically what we're doing here. I went ahead and built a ridiculously overpowered HV and dropped one of each of the turret types. And these are fully armed. They're fully loaded and everything, except for the plasma. I didn't put any weapon or any ammo in for that. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how the targeting system works now. Basically, what they have done is they've changed the way that the AI handles turrets and the targeting of opponents. Now, if you're in your own, let's see here, we'll turn this thing on. I will just open up the panel, it's fine. So if you're in your own ship, you can now set not just your priority of targets for, you know, are you going to attack other player factions? Are you attacking just the aliens, predator, or prey? You can now say that you want to target specific things. Now, traditionally, all of the AI in the game would target only the turret, or only the core, rather, sorry. And now what you can do is you can actually say you don't even want to target the core, you just want to target generators, or just thrusters, or just mounted weapons, or just turrets. And what this allows you to do is to be selective in what you're disabling on ships. Because if you're doing this for, say, PvP, if you're trying to destroy the core is usually going to be somewhere really, really protected, or really far away from the weapons. That way they can put as much armor between you and the core as possible. Now, we also used to use this as an exploit when we were doing base raids. Myself, Lift Pizza, a couple of other folks were really known for building ships that had these like just ridiculous extensions on them. And then you would put a turret on that, and that would allow you to get up behind, like, say, a side of a mountain or a cliff or something like that, or even other structures, and fire over it. And because the AI would not target that, they, you know, basically you could destroy an entire base like this because the AI did not have line of sight on the core. With these changes, that no longer works. And what we're going to do is, one of the reasons why I built the ship the way I did, is because I wanted to show this to you and show you exactly how this is going to work now. So as you can see, we have one of each type of turret. We have the artillery turret on top. I don't have any fixed placed weapons because I'm planning on just dropping this thing off and running. So what we're going to do is we have a fortress over here that has all of its turrets in place. I'm going to fly the HV over there, and what we'll do is I'll try and get a good angle of viewing so that you can see what the AI turrets are going to do and how they handle the ship. Actually, what I really need to do is get over there and build a small base. And what we could do then is to show you that way as well. Maybe we'll do that at the second half of the video. But for now, I wanted to show you the most used, I guess, with lack of a better term, exploit people were utilizing, and show you how that's going to work in the game moving forward. Now, because we are in survival mode, even though I have God mode turned on, I cannot change the day of time. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do a cut, wait for the sun to come up, and we will be right back. And we're back. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing up to its 3 meters of hover, because we can. And let's see. So as you can see here, the turrets now target your turret systems because they are in the priority chain. So this keeps you from basically being able to build a ship like this, where you just kind of peek up over the horizon line there and start targeting them. Now it does seem like there it goes. So they definitely have a priority. It looks like they went after the missiles first. They went after the rocket launcher first. They went after the chain gun, and then they went after the plasma. Let's see if it's going to still target here. How much damage did that do to the front of the ship anyway? Not too bad. Now, the question is do we still have enough ground clearance for the artillery? Yeah, see, the artillery can still clear. Wow. Okay, artillery is still way overpowered, but hey. But as you can see, it does actually go after your turrets now, which is something that the AI didn't used to do. Now, the other portion of this is that means you can actually do this for yours as well. So if you're coming in and you're trying to take over their base and you don't want to be targeting their core, you can set your weapons to basically just target the turrets. Now, we are still in God mode, obviously. So that one artillery shell basically took out the core. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, artillery is still ridiculously overpowered. But yeah, anyway. So I just wanted to show you really quick what was going on with this, because I had a couple of people asking if it was really working, if it was working like they were advertising, and if it was, you know, useful. I think you can see just how useful it is, because now not only can you not use this against the AI, other players can't use the same logic against you. Now, like I said, if you wanted to get in here and you want to adjust things so that you're only shooting for the core or you're only shooting for the turret, basically from what the experimentation that I have done, what I am seeing is that it always prioritizes the core. If it can see the core, it's going to shoot at it. If it can't see the core, then it goes down the line where it'll start looking for turrets, then mounted weapons, then thrusters, then generators. And that's just, I don't know if it's because of the way that it's sorted on the list, but that's basically what I was seeing. And you even saw it here where basically they couldn't see the cockpit or the core of the ship, so it went after the turrets. After the turrets were taken out, then it started going after the mounted weapons and thrusters, and then eventually it would start working on the generator, is what the assumption has to be at that point. And it'll keep doing this until it actually is able to destroy the core. Now, if it can't get to anything because it's blocked by terrain, then obviously it's not going to shoot at anything. It does not try to clip through the terrain. So you can still use that to your advantage, but just be aware that you're not going to be able to basically ninja shoot over hills anymore. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this one here. Like I said, this was just a quick review of what you see in the 5.3. There's a lot of bug fixes. There are some more content changes, like new icons again, as well as some other logic changes that you're going to want to take a look at. So if you are interested, 5.3 and 5.4 experimental may be still up on the dev side. So if you go into your Steam launcher, right-click on Empyrion, go to Properties, go through the beta thing, and you can opt in to use the experimental dev builds currently. If you do, just keep in mind that there is always the chance for something to go wrong and you may lose your saves. So anyway, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at the 5.3 and 5.4 update. And if you have any questions, feel free to throw them down in the section below. The 5.3 stuff, I think, is going live this week, if it hasn't gone live by the time you see this video. 5.4 will probably be in the next week or two. Like I said, not a whole lot right now in the difference between 5.3 and 5.4, but I did want to give everybody a chance to see what the new turret logic looked like as far as the AI targeting goes. And on that, I'm out of here. Have a fantastic day, have a terrific week, and we will see you back here next time for more Empyrion. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Now let's get this HV out of here. Actually, it held up pretty well. I was surprised. I didn't think it was going to last that long.